Our next speaker is Velona Wendy Oketch. Velona is an accomplished leader with over 12 years of experience in program management, communication, and advocacy, with a focus on gender equality, equity, and the intersectionality in both programming and business. Yes, programming as in IT staff and business. As the executive director of SME Founders Association, she spearheads initiatives that empower entrepreneurs to grow, scale, and thrive in the African market. So you've heard from Kevin about his idea and what he's doing to enable ecosystem growth and businesses to grow. Velona empowers entrepreneurs to grow, scale, and thrive in the African market. She has also co-founded organizations like Snetscom, an IT company that focuses on quality, innovation, and speed, utilizing technology to bring results to grow businesses. ClickPulse, an internet technology company to bridge the infrastructure gap in multiple verticals. And finally, Nexus Edge Consult, an IT consulting company that helps career professionals and organizations thrive by providing IT consulting and IT training services. These, what I have said before, demonstrate Velona's commitment to fostering innovation and resilience in communities. Her expertise spans building strategic partnerships, mobilizing resources, and advocating for the inclusion of marginalized groups. Beyond her professional achievements, Velona is passionate about good food. Not just food, good food, sports, and enjoys a quiet time to recharge. She will be speaking to us on how we can work together to build businesses. Velona Oketch, welcome.
Hello, everyone.
See you. Oh, there you are.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's give it up for Velona. Over to you.
That's an amazing introduction. Thank you so much, Josephine. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. I think it's still morning in Kenya. Good morning, good afternoon, whichever place you are joining us from. Our esteemed guests, our partners, and fellow ecosystem builders, I'm so happy to see you here and to actually reach at the helm of the Kenya chapter ASEB Awards. And it's truly our honor to convene with you today and also to celebrate and advance the cause that is very close to our hearts. So as we have been talking about building ecosystems, building partnerships, coming together, today is about working together to ensure our businesses are growing as holistically. Our businesses are growing to such an extent where we can call each other ecosystem partners and ecosystem builders. So we are building an inclusive and collaborative startup ecosystem in Kenya. And on behalf of the SME Founders Association, I want to extend a warm welcome to everyone. We are proud to be the partner and convener of this Kenya chapter in collaboration with Set Up a Startup. And we are all geared towards moving to Ghana and maybe in future having bigger and bigger events as we move on. We are here not just for a summit, but we are here because we are a movement. We are here because we believe that there is potential in African entrepreneurship. And most importantly, because in collective power of coming together, we can be able to create ecosystems that work for everyone. It is about ensuring there's a bit of diversity, there's collaboration, there's inclusivity. And to me, those are just buzzwords, but the foundations, they're not just buzzwords, they are foundations on which our entrepreneurial ecosystem is built. You know, people say that these are just the normal hashtags we put around, but they're not just hashtags, they're not buzzwords, but these are the foundations that actually build our entrepreneurial ecosystem. For years, entrepreneurs have, across the continent, have faced various barriers, and that stemmed from the lack of resources, This is one of the biggest things that so many entrepreneurs are facing right now, getting adequate resources to actually have our businesses up and running. We do not have the appropriate networks. It's always said that our network is our net worth. And this is really true, because for you to be able to close deals in businesses, you really need a strong network. And then you also need to be exposed to the right opportunities. But through efforts like what we are having right now, the ASEB Awards, we are shifting this narrative. We are creating spaces where diverse voices, including those from marginalized communities, are heard and valued. We are building bridges between startups, investors, policymakers, and other key players. And most importantly, we are laying the groundwork for a more equitable and thriving future. Over the few weeks, I think we've gone through the labs and the sessions we've been having, and this is something that has culminated to what we are doing today. So SME Founders Association's mission is to foster growth and sustainabilities for SMEs by enhancing their competence, their compliance, and access to capital. As we took the role of being the convener of the Kenya chapter, it was clear that this summit aligns perfectly with what our vision is of supporting entrepreneurs who are not only driven by profit, but they want to impact the society, they want to impact the communities they are working in, and also go beyond. So today's event is not a culmination, or is the culmination of several months of planning. And it is also the starting point of much, much more. As I said, we are not only looking to go to Ghana, we are looking to reach a point where all the African countries can come together and celebrate various entrepreneurs and those people who bring a difference within this, the entrepreneurship ecosystem. So it is a call to action for us, for each and every one of us here, to learn and apply whatever it is that we have been picking up from the labs over the past few weeks, and apply it in our networks, in our businesses, and in whichever initiatives that we are engaged in. To me, everything needs to be about your passion for what you're doing, passion to impact the community, passion to reach a point where your business now empowers everyone around you. So it is about moving from conversations to tangible solutions. As you've seen, I'm very passionate about IT, about digital platforms, about innovations, and that is where the world is going right now, with a lot of e-commerce coming up, a lot of digital solutions coming up. And this time round, we want to make sure that Africa is creating its own innovations within its own digital platforms. So this kind of innovation can lead us to new ventures, it can lead us to stronger partnerships, and ultimately, we need to have an inclusive economy. As we are all convened here, we are celebrating those who have made this possible. So I want to recognize those among us who have gone above and beyond in driving change, innovating, uplifting others. So the ASEB Awards is just a reminder that every effort counts, and that each step we take, no matter how small, contributes to the building an ecosystem where everyone has a fair chance to succeed. So as we move forward, I would like to urge all of us to be intentional, to collaborate. We need to break down the silos that we always have, and we need to embrace diverse perspectives. The success of our ecosystem lies in our ability to work together, in our ability to work across various sectors and across borders. And this is why ASEB is very critical, because it dissects all sectors, all platforms, all borders. So we are drawing from our collective strength. Let us build Africa where startups thrive because they are supported by a community that are united by shared values and a common goal. There is a saying that you are because we are, and I am because of everyone who is here. And this is in the motto of Ubuntu. I know McKevin can give a better speech of this, but there is no way I can be who I am if the rest around us are not okay. That is the African culture. So we need to be able to come together to ensure that our values ensure that we are able to achieve our objectives and reach a common goal. I would like to express my gratitude to Set Up a Startup for leading this initiative, and to all the partners who are here. I would have loved to name each and every one of them, but it would take a long time. It would be a very, very long list. But feel appreciated for all those who have been able to make this a success and to be able to make this summit possible. So I am confident that what we have started here will echo beyond this platform, and it will create ripple effect, because to me, I love when an initiative reaches a point where it creates a very big ripple effect and affects the whole community and the society. As we dive into discussions and engagements today, we need to remember that each one of us has a role to play. Let us commit to being champions of inclusive entrepreneurship, so that as we come together, we can design an ecosystem that truly reflects diversity and the richness of our continent. If you look at how much richness we have, then you will finally realize that Africa is a true gem. Right now, everybody is scrambling to come back to Africa because they want a piece of what Africa has. But we need to make these ecosystems valuable for our people and for our communities. Thank you, all of you, and I look forward to various insights and collaborations as we move towards ASEB Summit and Awards in Ghana. I would love to see all of you there.
Wow. Okay. All right. It keeps getting better and better. If you haven't yet told your friend to join, you're not a very good friend. Please tell them to join. Thank you so much, Velona. We have heard from Velona about it's time to move from conversations to solutions, to create our own innovations, because in this way we will have new ventures, stronger partnerships, and each step will contribute to being better as Africa. So we need to be intentional in collaborating, to embrace diversity, to work together, because startups thrive across borders. All right. Thank you, Velona. Thank you.